Good morning, world. It is Friday, and yesterday's Thrashin Thursday was a blast from the past. It's been crazy. But the first part of yesterday, I spent posting stuff. Like, I came out and I took pictures of everything that was left. These chairs and my hot tub and the van, and made one big post on Facebook. And my social media life is not that big. And so it was just a huge barrage of comments and questions and direct messages. And so it was a bit overwhelming. And most everything has kind of been claimed. A lot of things have been claimed, including these chairs. So I don't know how I'm going to finish the season not having a set. My buddy Dustin that worked at the store, and he used to help me do skate camps. And he got into skateboarding and picked it up crazy fast. And then fell off kind of crazy fast too, and I haven't seen him in a long time. But from those posts, he asked to buy one of my boards. One of my favorite boards.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, that was the board I used to get around with at Enjoy. That was my if I'm going downtown, not to skate, but just to like have something to roll on. Yeah.
Dude.
My Santa Cruz sword board. And so I delivered that out to him at his new job, selling RVs. But he was always a very confident man, and so sales is probably good for him. You know, it makes use of his confidence, for certain. And to see him skating again, you know, filled my heart. And to know that that skateboard would go to somebody who I have a closeness to, a history with. That skateboard will continue to serve its purpose in somebody else's good graces really makes me happy. It's rad, and it's got good style points.
No, yeah.
And I'm stoked that you're like still going to be skating.
Yeah, dude. I'm just now getting back into it. So.
My buddy Josh came into town from New York. I've known him since we were kids. It seems like this summer in particular, there's just so much energy from the past. A lot of reliving and reconnecting, and so it's really cool to have him back in Arkansas. I'm planning to go to New York to see him and a couple other of my friends, you know, en route on my travels. But it's really awesome that he came here.
Yeah, it's rad. I got the one where they were doing the line. Was that before this?
I've known him since we were teenagers, and he always was a little on the outside. He didn't really skate, he was kind of into music, just never, he was a loner, Dottie, a rebel. And he did a brief stint in the Virgin Islands, and I went to see him there, and that was one of my favorite trips. He's a kindred spirit, for certain. And going to New York, I think he's found his medium. He, you know, went headfirst into photography, really found his niche. He does a lot of these photos and videos using reflection. That's kind of his thing, and he really has developed that style a lot. So much so that my brother and I, when we shoot things that are a reflection, using a reflection, we call it a Reynolds. And he's a bit guarded about his style even. I had started to video him, you know, in his process, and he kind of stopped me.
Certain things, as funny as it sounds, like I've had people who are like, oh, that's really cool, I'm gonna start doing that. And I'm just like, it's made me hesitant to do what I do.
So he wants to keep his secret ingredient secret, and I can't fault him for that. We went to Kanis yesterday to meet up with another one of my friends that I haven't seen in a long time. And this is a skateboarder from back when I had Enjoy. And he was one of our team riders, and he was always really talented, but he moved away and I haven't seen him. And so for him to come back into town and still be skating and still be ripping was also a really cool blast from the past.
Wow.
And Josh got some awesome video and photos of our skate session yesterday. So all of the pieces really fell together perfectly. All parts connected. And I had a great day yesterday. And to top it off, the other people skating at Kanis were also kids from that part of my life, that owning the shop and and really working at trying to build a skate scene here, and to see that those guys have elevated themselves but still stuck with skateboarding in their path. I mean, they're in their 20s now, but they still love it. They still stick to it, and they're still really good. You know, they've improved. They've continued to progress. And it was very impressive. It was, I find that having, you know, made my time finite really forces me into the present. It forces me to, makes me more aware. Doesn't force necessarily, but I'm definitely more aware of my moments as they pass, and I savor them. And so yesterday it was sunset, and just a perfect culmination of things. I loved it.
Wow!
So that brings me back around to the shirt, which is super hot. It's polyester, and I wouldn't normally wear it in the summer. But as part of the theme of this season in the treehouse, I've kind of tried to do different shirts. I have a huge wardrobe. I don't know if you noticed from that episode where I went into my closet, and that's after I've gotten rid of a lot of it. And so I wanted to make a memory of each of my shirts that I like. So this season I've been trying to wear a different shirt every episode, every interview. And now I've gotten to the point where all I have left are these long sleeves. So expect to see the old style Haney unbuttoned down to the belly button in long sleeve shirts. And I'll see you guys next time. Who knows what shirt I'll be wearing. Bye!
Yeah.